It's Sunday, September 17th at 8 a.m. in the morning. We're just down at Rondeau Provincial Park. It's a nice morning again, calm and about 20 degrees. Had a bit of fog on our way in. It was quite heavy, but once we got into the park here, the fog just disappeared, so that's good. We're just at one of the first few beach access points. We're gonna go out here and walk along the beach a little bit, see if we can see any hawks maybe cruising up and down the beach. And when it gets a bit lighter, we'll go maybe into the woodland sections and explore a bit. So we've been walking about 1.5 hours, and we've gone 4 kilometers from beach access 9 up to the Tulip Tree Trail access point. It's been a nice walk along the beach. We weren't really intending to go this far, but yeah, I can't get off to the road because there's houses and cottages all along here that you're not supposed to cut through. So we've come up to the Tulip Tree Trail access, and we'll head out here. So it's 10 a.m. and we just had a little stop at the visitor center, and now we're going to walk back north on the Harrison Trail towards where we parked earlier, so another 4 kilometers back. But now we're on a trail going through the forested landscape here. Then afterwards we may explore another section of the tip out here, or we also just received instructions to go to the Blenheim Sewage Lagoons, which may sound a weird place to go for a vacationer, but those sites are often good for shorebirds. Here's a large tulip tree. The base is approximately 3 feet across, and it goes straight as straight can be, pretty well, right up to the crown, which goes over these adjacent maples and basswoods. There's the crown away up there, probably 90 feet or so. Well, we're about half an hour walking up the Harrison Trail back towards the car, and it's been very quiet in the woods here. Looks like a lot of the migrants may have departed, and there'll probably be more coming in. We do have a south wind, so theoretically the birds should be accumulating here, if any of them that are coming here. And maybe as we get further up into the point we'll see more, but so far it's been really quiet in here. It's 10:55 and we were just walking back along one of the main roads here to where we parked the car. Then a fellow came along on a bike and asked us if we were birding and where we were from and all that, and he invited us back to his cottage because he said he's got all kinds of birds there that are coming to different feeders and water features that he has. So we're going to take half an hour or so and do that, so that could be interesting. He said he's had lots of warbler species there. It's 1:40 in the afternoon and we're here at Blenheim Sewage Lagoons, just west of the little town of Blenheim. And these can be very good attractants to a lot of different shorebird varieties and waterfowl. So at the advice of a interpreter at the visitor center this morning at Rondeau, we've come here to see what we can see. He had some good results in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Now we're sort of midday-ish, which may not be a great time to come, but we'll take a look and see what we get. So there's, I think, 4 large water cells, like you can see here, that waterfowl and shorebirds can aggregate within or around the edges of. And I think he said there was some flooded shallow fields somewhere in here too that we could look at. So far it seems fairly vacant, but we'll see. It's 2:37 and we're still at the sewage lagoons here. It's been an interesting little walk about the sewage lagoons here. The highlight has been a couple or maybe even 3 peregrine falcons that have come flying over and scaring up the shorebirds and the ducks. We actually saw one of them dive and apparently catch probably a shorebird on the southwest corner, probably a greater yellow legs, because those are the, or a lesser yellow legs, those are the common ones we've been seeing around the edges. After I saw it do a short dive towards something just above the ground, it disappeared, and then 20 seconds later I saw it come flying back and it had something in its claws, and then it went and landed in one of the big trees over here. So it's up there now. We could see it with the scope holding its prey there. Can't see it that well, but you could see that it was there and eating. And then we were just watching some blue-winged teal down here. Quite a flock of blue-winged teals here. Here comes the greater yellow legs and some lesser yellow legs, a whole bunch of lesser yellow legs. Anyhow, the blue-winged teals were down there. I was watching those and I heard a swoop, and I looked up and there was another peregrine falcon just whizzing by, maybe 50 or 60 feet above my head. So it's quite exciting to see those birds at any time, but to have 2 or 3 of them here, it's great to see. And I hadn't really had one until we came here on this trip, so that's a nice surprise. I usually get them out on the sand spits like Point Pelee or Rondeau. Today I get them at the Blenheim Sewage Lagoons. So it's 4:50, Saturday, September 17th. And we're just walking the South Point Trail from the parking lot to where the washout begins, which is about a 20-minute hike each way. So nice little hike before we get some dinner maybe. And then I'm not sure what we're doing till dusk, but just trying to keep going.